Hey guys, it's Mima, and unlike most people, I haven't really had a tragic event happen in my life. Like, I haven't almost died, or I haven't been almost murdered. You know, I haven't had your typical story time experience. So I was thinking back on all the weird and unusual stuff that has happened in my life, and I remembered one occasion which was unlike the rest, and I thought I'll share it in a story time. Occasion could have gone worse than it did, and yeah, could have resulted in death when you think about it. So here's the story time of the time I was in Melbourne and the riverboat I was on caught fire. April of 2015, me and my family went to Melbourne for Easter. The reason why we went to Melbourne was because I was turning 8, well, I had just turned 18. My sister had just turned 13. My parents had just celebrated one of their big wedding anniversaries, and my dad had just celebrated his birthday as well. So we decided to go on a family trip to Melbourne. As for Christmas, me and my sister had been gifted tickets to the Lion King stage show from our parents. Now, if you ever get the chance to see the Lion King stage show, I highly recommend seeing it, as it's absolutely amazing. Like, words cannot explain how great it is. Anyway, that's off topic. The second day we went down to the river and we decided to do one of the river boat cruises. There were quite a few different companies we could have chosen from, but we chose this really cute boat. Now, I'm not going to disclose the name of the business because I don't want to harm their reputation or anything. Anyway, so we had a bit of time to wait for our cruise, and then it was time for us to board. So we boarded, and you know how you get your usual safety briefings. The person was like, oh yeah, and if in case of a fire, blah 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 blah, the extinguishers are here, or oh, if we need to disembark, the life jacket's under your seat. You know, your typical kind of information that you get whenever you go somewhere, and there's always a safety briefing. Anyway, so we're journeying down one end of the river, and they're talking about stuff about the river and whatnot, and like history about Melbourne and just typical touristy information and stuff. The boat was like, your seats were like that. So you had a seat here, middle of the boat, and the captain of the boat was sitting there steering. So here in the pillar, we just started seeing smoke come up, and I ran over to Mum. I'm like, "Is that normal?" And like the other passengers on the boat were also leaning to the people they were with, being like, "Oh my gosh, what's happening?" Inside, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, is this it? Are we going to have to disembark the boat? Oh my gosh, my camera, my phone." Like, all these thoughts were running through my head. And yes, I did put my camera and my phone before my life, because I had so much on my phone of memories I've had which I hadn't saved anywhere. And still to this day, I still don't save images. Someone near the back of the boat was like, excuse me, the boat's got smoke coming out. And I don't think the captain believed us at first. I think he just thought we were having him on because we had been having laughs prior to this, and I just don't think it fully sunk into the captain about what was going on. Anyway, so he stops the boat in the middle of the river, and then he turns around and sees the smoke. And at this point, I was kind of freaking out inside, because I'm not a very good swimmer. Like, I can swim, and I can, like, you know, stay afloat. And yeah, there's life jackets, but like, I was freaking out about what was going to happen if we disembarked. Like, what was going to happen to our personal items. Like, even when I think about like a plane crashing, and I'm like, well, into the ocean, I'm like, well, will I ever get these? Like, will I ever get the photos back? That type of thing. Like, yes, I get your life's more important than items and blah 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 blah, but these are the thought processes that run through my head. And so the captain stops the boat, he turns around, sees the smoke coming out of the engine. He grabs a fire extinguisher and starts like extinguishing it. And then he obviously thinks that it's out, so he goes back to his seat and puts the engine on and keeps continuing. But at this point there was more smoke starting, and so he stops it again, comes back, opens the lid of the boat, and then there's flames. So he puts it out, and then it took him a couple of times, like even when he put it out, the smoke and flames still appeared. So we then head back to the base and we all disembark, and we did get a refund to go back on, and the whole time we were on I was like low-key freaking out that the flames were going to appear again. Now this could have ended extremely badly, but thankfully the flames were put out and we survived. But it's weird how something like that totally leaves your mind and then comes back. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you've had an unusual experience happen to you in your life. Ding that bell for further notifications, and don't forget to do your random act of kindness for the week. Bye guys.